Good morning, students. Our next exercise is about the properties of HCF and LCM. In our last videos, we have calculated the HCF, LCM, also has done the applications of HCF and LCM. Next is the properties of HCF and LCM, right? So first property is that HCF of two number is always less than or equal to the smaller number, right? If two numbers are there, for example, if I am taking 2 and 4, just a general example I am taking, two numbers are there. Now, if I calculate the HCF in this case, HCF will be how much? It will be 2, right? So, if I am taking 14 or 16, right? And now if I calculate the HCF will be how much? 14 1 is 14, so 2, and then 14 2 7 is 14. So, what has come that HCF is how much? 2, right? That means numbers are how much? What? If these are the 14 and 16, and which one is smaller number? Smaller is 14. So HCF is always smaller than or equal to the smaller number. That means in this case HCF will be always less than or equal to the 14. So what the HCF I am calculating? I am calculating 2. So 2 is what? 2 is less than 14. That means the first property is that HCF of two numbers is always less than or equal to the smaller number. In this case it is less, right? But in this case, see, if it is 2 and 4, right? Which one is smaller number? 2. If I calculate the HCF, 2 is the HCF, right? That means HCF is equal to the smaller number. Same in case of LCM. LCM of two number is always greater than or equal to the larger number, right? Same, if I take the example of 14 and 16 and I calculate the LCM, 14 and 16, right? 2 7 jar, 2 8 jar, right? So, again, so LCM will become 2 into 7 into 8. So, 2 into 7 into 8, obviously it will be greater than 16, right? Similarly, if I take, that means it is greater than 16, right? If I am taking 2 and 4, what are the LCM of this? In this case, 2 and 4. 2 1 are 2, 2 2 is 4. So LCM is getting how much? 4, right? That means LCM of two number is what? It is equal to the larger number. That means, so first property, HCF is always smaller than or equal to the smaller number, or LCM is always greater than or equal to the larger number, right? So next is HCF is always the factor of LCM and LCM is always the multiple of HCF. Just in case of 14 and 16, what we have calculated that HCF is how much? 2, right? And LCM we have calculated, it is how much? LCM of 14 and 16 is how much? 2 into 7 into 8, right? It will become 14 into 8. So 14, 8, sorry, it is 112, right? So this is the LCM. So LCM I am getting 112. So what it said that the HCF is always the factor of LCM. So see, 2 is the factor of 112 divided 2, 5 are 10, 2 6 are, yeah. That means 2 is a factor of this. Now 112, that means LCM is the multiple of HCF. LCM is always the multiple of HCF. 112 is 2 into 56 is how much? 112. That means 112, this LCM is multiple of HCF. Whatever be the number, whatever be the pair you are taking, either you are taking 2 and 8, right? In case of that, HCF is how much? It is 2 and LCM will be how much? It will be 8, right? See, 2 is the factor of 8 and 8 is the multiple of 2. So always for a pair of numbers, the HCF is always the factor of LCM and LCM is always the multiple of HCF. So fourth property is that the product of HCM and LCM is always equal to the product of the numbers. For the pair of the numbers for which you are calculating the HCF and LCM, right? It is always equal to that HCF into LCM is always A into B. For example, I am taking 2 and 8, right? So in case of 2 and 8, 2 4s are 8. That means HCF is how much? 2 Similarly, we calculate LCM. 2 1 are 2 4 are. So 2 into 4, LCM will be 8, right? So HCF into LCM is how much? 2 into 8, 16. Is A into B. A is how much? A is 2, B is 8, right? 2 and 8. So how much it is there? 16. That means HCF into LCM is always equal to the product of the both the numbers. For a pair of the numbers, the product of the LCM and HCF will be equal to the product of the number. Based upon that, I am going to solve the question so that you will get to understand that. For example, I am taking 14 and 21. Two numbers are there, right? So I can write A is 14 and B is how much? 21. You need to prove that in that case that the product of HCF and the LCM is equal to A into B, right? So in that case, what you need to calculate? You need to calculate HCF as well as LCM. So first, what is the process to calculate HCF? Divide this larger number with the smaller one. 14 1 is 14. So 7, 14. 2 is 14. So HCF is how much? It is 7. Let's calculate LCM. This is your HCF. Now calculate LCM. 14, 21. 7 2 is 7 3 is. So LCM will become 7. 7 into 2 into 3. Right? So it will be how much? 7 into 6. So it will be 42. Right? Now check either what you need to check, HCF into LCM is equal to A into B, right? That you need to prove. So put the values of HCF. HCF is how much? 7. LCM is how much? 42. So what is the answer? 7 to 14, 294. Same. Now A into B calculate. A is how much? 14 and B is 21. When you multiply it, you will get the answer 294. That means your left hand side is equal to right hand side, or you can say that HCF into LCM is always the product of the numbers, right? So in this way you will calculate you will prove that HCF and LCM, the product of HCM and LCM is equal to the product of the numbers, right? Based upon that, I am going to solve another type of the question, right? Our second question is find the HCF and LCM of 117 and 221, right? So first we will go solve for the HCF. HCF with the long division method, 221 into 117, right? So how will you do that? 117, 1 it will become 117. So if you subtract that, you will get answer 104, right? Now divided by 117, again 104, so it will become 13 and 104. 13 8 ja 104, right? That means HCF is how much? 13, right? So now we know that HCF into LCM is equal to A into B, right? I am having A, I am having B, I am having HCF. So can I calculate LCM? So LCM will be what? It will be A into B upon HCF, right? So can I write 117 into 221 divided by 13. Why I have done? See, I was having the formula. I need to calculate this value. So HCF is in multiplication. So when it will shift this side, it will get in divide, right? So as I need to calculate LCM, but I am having A, I am having B, I am having HCF. A values I have put. See, it is A, this is B. A is 117, B is 221 divided by the HCF. HCF I have calculated 13. So if I calculate this one, 31 is 13 and it 9 is up. So it will become 9 into 221. So it will become 9. So your LCM will be 1981. So in this way you will solve the questions. You no need to calculate separately the HCF and LCM. If you have calculated the HCF, then just put the values in the formula, you will get the LCM. Or similarly, if you are having the LCM, you can calculate the HCF. Just like LCM is equal to A into B upon HCF. Similarly, your HCF will be how much? A into B upon LCM, right? Both are the formulas where A and B are the pair of the number for which you are calculating the HCF or the LCM, right? Another type of the question from the exercise I am doing. The question is, can two numbers have 14 as HCF and 204 as LCM? You need to check either for the two numbers, the HCF is 14 and 204 is the LCM. Is it possible or not? See, what the property we have learned that HCF is always the factor of LCM, right? Or you can say LCM is always the multiple of HCF, right? That means LCM should be completely divisible by the HCF, right? If it is a factor, factor means to say completely divisible. That means LCM divided by HCF must be a whole number, right? Or you can say a natural number, or either a whole number, right? That means the HCF must be a proper factor of LCM. Now calculate that 204 must be divisible by 14, right? If it is HCF and if it is LCM for two number, that means 204 must be divisible by 14. So let us check. 14 1 ja 14. So it is 6 4. Then it will be, right? How much? The LCM is 8. See what I am getting. I am getting the remainder over there. That means what I said, 14 is not factor of 204, right? If it is not the factor of 204, that means no, 14 and 204 can't be HCF and LCM respectively of two numbers, right? That means if you want to check either both the pairs, the HCF and LCMs are there, then just you need to check the LCM should be the multiple of HCF or HCF should be the factor of LCM. That means your HCF should divide the LCM completely. The LCM should be completely divisible by HCF, then only the HCF and LCM will be the of the pair of the numbers, right? So in this way you will solve the exercise. Just you need to remember in mind that product of HCF into LCM is always the product of the numbers. That is the main property, and second main property is that HCF is always the factor of LCM and LCM is always the multiple of HCF. These are the very most important properties of the HCF and LCM. Based upon that you will solve your exercise.